Hi kids, so let's continue with chapter number 3. Some important things that you need to remember. So let's see what is the diagram I am drawing. The figure I have drawn is a triangle. Now kids, what you need to remember over here, the angle sum property of triangle, that is, name the angle, say ABC. Angle A plus angle B plus angle C together, angle A plus angle B plus angle C will always be 180 degree. This is called the angle sum property of a triangle. Clear? This is very important. You need to remember it. Clear? Then the next one that you need to remember is, say what is this figure I have drawn? It's a quadrilateral. It's a quadrilateral. Name the quadrilateral A, B, C, D. Clear? Over here, what you need to remember, as I said, the sum total over here will always be 180 degree. In a quadrilateral, it will always be 160 degree. I mean to say angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D together will give you 360 degree. That is angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D will always be 360 degree. Okay, you can say angle sum property of a quadrilateral. Now kids, you remember how we got 360? We just drawed one diagonal in between, and you can see two triangles. The sum of one triangle is 180, sum of another triangle is 180. If you add these both, you get the answer 360. Clear? Have you got 360? Yeah. Now the next thing that you need to know. Kids, now you have always seen, many times you have seen a sleeping line and a straight standing line with a sign this way. The meaning of this is, if it's a standing line with such a sign, such line is called perpendicular. We say angle AB, line AB is perpendicular to, name this something, name it PQ. What do we say kids? Line AB is perpendicular to PQ. Clear? Line AB is perpendicular to line PQ. Now, meaning of this sign means it is 90 degree. And the total of perpendicular lines, both angles together, should always be 180 degree. Clear? So now if one is 90, other will be what kids? Just 180 minus 90. That is 90. As you can see, both are right angle triangles. So both will be 90. Clear? And this is called linear pair. What do you mean by pair? Means two angles. Which are the two linear pair over here? Can you name it, the linear pairs over here? One is angle ABP here. Angle ABP, and the other is angle ABQ. Okay, these both are pairs of linear angle, and if you add this both, you should get 180 degree. Clear? Yeah. Now next, if a sleeping line is given and one slanting line anywhere it is drawn, say this is A, this is O, this is B, and this is C. Okay, see this figure properly. Yeah, this figure. If there is a line BC and one slanting line is drawn from O to A, you can see two angles are formed, kids. Yes, but the line is not straight, so it is not perpendicular. Correct? So it is not called a linear pair, but there are two angles who are sharing the same line segment AO. Can we name it? See over here in the figure. One is angle AOB and another is angle this one AOB, and another angle is AOC. Okay, so two pair, these are called adjacent angles, kids. What are they called? Adjacent angles. Now kids, the sum of adjacent angles should also be the sum of adjacent angles. Sum of adjacent angles is also 180 degree. Clear? So if one angle is given, for example, if I say here it is given 60 degree, or find this, it's very easy. You just have to, what you need to write is angle AOB plus angle AOC is equal to 180 degree. In reason, what you will write? Don't forget to write reasons. That is very important. What reason you will write, kids? Sum of adjacent angles. Sum of adjacent angles. Okay. Sum of adjacent angles. That is, now AOB is given 60 degree. AOC you need to find, and 180 you have written over here. So therefore easily you can find angle AOC will be 180 minus 60. That is 120. Got it? Here the answer you will get 120 degree. So clear about what are linear pairs, what are adjacent angles? Very good. Okay, now the next thing that I would like to tell you is about interior and exterior angle, kids. Now, if a triangle is given and if you extend the lines everywhere, just if the lines are extended everywhere, say this is P, this is Q, and this is R, and these are A, B, and C. Okay, can you see the figure? Yeah, over here, which is the triangle given? Triangle is given is ABC. And can you see point P? What do you see? You can see point Q, point P, and point R. They are outside the triangle ABC. So they are called exterior. These points are exterior. So the angle formed by the exterior points will be exterior angles. Come on, let's see which are the exterior angles over here. Yeah. Look, either you can read from P or you can read from A also. P, B, Q. This is an exterior angle. Over here, R, C, B or R, C, Q. Over here, this is also an exterior angle. And P, A, C over here. This is also an exterior angle. Clear? Now how to find values if not given? Now look, for example, in the same figure, if I say I knew one exterior angle was 70 degree, I knew one interior angle is given 50 degree, okay, and say over here this exterior angle was also given to me, say 60 degree. Find all the other angles. Find the interior angle ABC. Find the interior angle ACB. Means this is to be found out. This is to be found out. Even I want to find out the exterior angle. This. How to do, kids? You have to use the adjacent property. What is the adjacent property? Adjacent angle property is the sum of both should be 180. Now let's see over here. Can you see this is forming an adjacent angle? So if one is 70, what will be the other pair of adjacent angle? 180 minus 70. Minus 70, that is 110. Similarly, if one pair is given 60, what will be the other pair? 180 minus 60, that is 120. Now one is given 50. Can you find the other pair? Again 180 minus 50. That will be 130. Clear how to find? So if your adjacent angles are given and one of the measurement is given, you can easily find the other measurements. Clear? So what we did over here, if we just want to write down, we can just write down 180 minus 70. If you want, you can write out the angles also. That is 110. Same way, 180 minus 60, that is 120.